Coming up on 219 West, some New Yorkers who've been violent themselves are trying to show young gangsters another way.
We out here, we stop them from fighting, arguing. They know we out here, they don't even do it.
A woman with alopecia redefines beauty standards. She's confident in her looks.
Keep saying that I'm bald-headed, but you're just ugly. You can't change that.
Do you know what furries are? We encounter a proud furry who's tired of his community being misunderstood.
When these people found out about this thing called furry fandom, they recognized it just like I did.
And we meet two people undertaking gender transition, but that hasn't stopped them from finding true love.
I don't believe in love at first sight at all, but it was exactly love at first sight.
Hello, and welcome to 219 West. I'm Yvette Brown.
And I'm Daniel Santiago. In this edition, we meet several people coping with the challenges, and we celebrate their resilience. But first, as gun violence has spiked in New York, Mayor Eric Adams has made it a top priority for the NYPD. But as Charlene Freeman reports, there are community groups also working on solutions.
Family and community members are mourning the shooting death of Bronx teen Jason Perez. Jason was reportedly punched and then fatally shot on May 13th as he exited a grocery store in the Highbridge neighborhood of the Bronx. He was just 17 years old.
There's no winners in this gun game. If this mom is crying, I'm crying. If it's my son's friend, I'm crying. And we're tired of crying.
Minister Tara Brown Arnell heads the nonprofit organization Bronx Connect. Bronx Connect works to prevent youth violence and incarceration. This includes a gun violence prevention program called Release the Grip, or RTG. RTG and other gun violence prevention activists planned this peace rally near the corner where Jason was gunned down.
So we're going to have
gun violence is a public health crisis.
And the NYPD reports that the number of shooting victims increased citywide by 75% in the 2 years since the pandemic began. And in the Bronx, where RTG serves, the number of shooting victims has more than doubled, in a borough that already had some of the highest number of deadly shootings in the city before the pandemic began. I recently visited with the RTG North office in one of those hot spots near Bronx 44th Precinct to learn what they do to stop gun violence. And it all starts with Credible Messengers. Credible Messengers are longtime neighborhood residents who are trusted and respected in their communities. They also have criminal records and a history of violence.
My experience with violence, it was growing up, we see it out the window. Like, I experienced it because when my brother was killed, I was only like 12.
As an adult, Shahid says he has served 16 years of his life in prison for violent crimes. He also says about RTG staff,
each one of us, almost every last one of us, been affected by gun violence one way or another. Probably been shot, or if anyone has been killed. So when we come here, we have the same passion. And when we do our job, we all at this, like, we have that passion, like we're gonna save somebody.
I'm a violence interrupter. What we do at the school is we interact with the kids. We give them that comfort of seeing us every day. Once a person comfortable with seeing you every day, now they get to talk to you. They start to ask questions. Now you in tune to what's going on. So when it's some type of problem, they're comfortable to come and talk to you. So now you can mediate it before you can have a chance to mediate it before it actually spill into violence.
When we out here, we stop them from fighting, arguing. They know we out here, they don't even do it. They just happy to see us here, have a safe environment, come out. We try to target schools that get a lot of complaints about gang violence, or if there's a lot of issues with fights and stuff like that. We was once part of the problem, now we're trying to be part of the solution. Me personally, I joined the gang when I was 11 years old. Not something I'm proud of, but it's my life story, it's my truth. And it also gives you hope to the other kids to show them that they can make a difference, they can change.
Violence interrupters de-escalate and mediate conflict. They also encourage high-risk youth to become participants in RTG's services. Community outreach workers then serve as case managers, helping the youth access educational and employment opportunities.
My job is to make sure, like, if they needed someplace like to come and talk, if they needed somebody to talk to, listen to ear, I'm that with no judgment. If they needed help going back into school, I'm that. I can give them resources and referrals to that. If they needed a job, I can give them resources and referrals to that.
Like Maura, Nellie is a former participant who now serves as a community outreach worker, and she has been personally impacted by gun violence.
Unfortunately, my brother was murdered when I was 16 years old, actually right here in front of our office. I would say just in June of 20, I lost my little brother, more like my kid, to gun violence inside my gate. So that just made me want to put a stop, change my ways.
Nellie says RTG helped her get her life back on track after incarceration for selling drugs. She completed the reentry program and became a construction worker. She started a clothing business inspired by her late younger brother. And she returned to RTG to serve first as a violence interrupter and now as a community outreach worker. Shakira Velasquez says most of the youth that they serve have been exposed to a lot of violence at home and in their neighborhoods while growing up. Some also grew up in gang-affiliated families. They don't see a way out. She says through therapy, she helps them recognize possibilities and develop nonviolent coping skills to manage the stress.
So what happens? They hang out a lot in the streets. And unfortunately, there can be a drug dealer in that corner that takes their vulnerability. Or there's a gang member that's older that takes that vulnerability and exposes them to high cash of money. So now you have a gun. Now that gun is giving you that safety that you feel like you wasn't getting at home. So now you feel like you're untouchable. And it just keeps escalating. I want them to know that there's more to life than just the wrongs. And those dreams that they had, that they write about, you can make them happen.
For 219 West, I'm Charlene Freeman.
When actor Jada Pinkett Smith revealed that her hair had fallen out, many Black women recognized her condition, alopecia areata. It's not uncommon, but many women are ashamed of their bald heads. Pumla Kalipa found one woman who is defiant.
So I'm actually alopecia areata, A-R-E-A-T-A, that one, so it's hereditary.
During a stressful period of her life, 45-year-old mom of two and part-time Uber delivery driver, Ayodele Stephan began experiencing hair loss on the sides of her hair.
You see it to start to thin. There's a little bit of hair that used to be able to put in a ponytail, and it was nice. And then I started to notice that it's getting thinner and thinner and lighter and lighter. When the girls have their ponytail up, you can see if they have good hair at the roots or if not.
The medical condition which causes hair loss affects about 1 million people in the U.S. Statistics also show that 1/3 of Black women will get alopecia areata in their lives.
And this is the product of it. I have only suffered here. I don't have anywhere else. It's just my sides. But my mother's is the same way as well, the sides. But grandma, she was more patchy on top.
Alopecia areata, the condition where people can go completely lose their hair, affects eyebrows, affects eyelashes, affects body hair, and usually affects young people and children, is an autoimmune condition. So alopecia areata, and when it's extended, like when it covers big areas or like the whole scalp, it's called totalis or universalis, words that make sense, right? Because you lose most of the hair. Those are all autoimmune conditions.
Alopecia areata began to gain more attention after this year's infamous Oscar slap, where Will Smith went on stage and slapped presenter and comedian Chris Rock for making a joke about his wife's baldness.
Will Smith just smacked the out of me.
With all of the media frenzy surrounding the moments that overshadowed the awards, Stephen says that her personal hair loss journey has been met with positive support and the occasional disrespect.
Besides the fact of being a brown girl, coming up, not having long hair, you know, the images that you see on TV and that they portray as beautiful and the one that's gonna get a husband, I don't see any bald girls. I don't see any women with imperfections or flaws being promoted or stepping into confidence because of their flaws. So me, I'm just trying to be an ambassador. Yes, I'm bald, get over it. I've had boyfriends, you know, be disrespectful when they want to be, when we're in arguments, you know, and call you a bald-headed, you know, and it's just like, keep saying that I'm bald-headed, but you're just ugly. You can't change that. I can at least hide this, but I don't want to anymore. I've come across a lot of incidents, and the first thing they'll say is, you bald-headed B. And I'm like, is that all you got? You know, it doesn't even bother me anymore. But as I said, more positive than negative reactions is what I've gotten because I'm walking in my power.
While there is no permanent cure for alopecia areata, certain anti-inflammatory treatments can be used to suppress the immune system. But Stephen believes that happiness is the best cure. I'm Pumla Khalifa reporting for 219 West.
Finding clothes is not always easy, especially when you're a large woman. Demetria Ose-Tutu takes us into a store in Brooklyn that makes plus-size shopping fun.
Oftentimes people will say like, oh my gosh, everything fit me. I found so many things, and it's a surprise, and that's wild. We've had people who have come here who have been incredibly emotional, people who have cried.
New York City is fashion capital of the world, but what happens when that doesn't include clothes bigger than a size 14?
We are currently the only plus-size dedicated retail boutique in New York City. In New York City, the biggest city in the United States, you know, that shouldn't be.
Experts say the average American woman is a size 18, but most resellers sell only sizes 0 to 14.
I knew that there were many individuals like me who struggled to find options, but, you know, wanted to feel uniquely themselves and be fashionable and have fun with fashion.
So 5 years ago, Alexis Crace left her corporate job and opened a vintage plus-size clothing store in Brooklyn.
I just knew that if I did it, there were many other people like me who would appreciate it and who would come and have the same needs.
Lindley Eilers came to Plus Brooklyn to find an outfit for a Saturday night event.
Having a brick and mortar and a place where we can try on, that is like non-existent for plus-size shoppers. So it's so nice, and it's also like such a welcoming environment. You know, there's so much positive reinforcement of like fat is beautiful in this store, and it's always really comforting to like be in a place that's just for us, kind of in a way too.
Lindley, who models, appreciates that the industry is changing.
The fact that I can work is such a blessing, but there's a long way to go, especially in terms of representation in high fashion and luxury, because we so seldom see plus-size bodies in those spaces. Again, mostly because they don't make clothing for plus-size bodies in those spaces.
You know, we are a place where individuals can come and feel like they can, you know, be themselves, where we are unapologetically body positive. We believe in like radical self-love and fat positivity. So Plus Brooklyn means more than just, you know, a place where you can come and get clothes. It's a place where you can, you know, foster community and feel comfortable in who you are without judgment.
Do you like it, Afina? I do like it. I wonder if there's a belt I could use to... We don't have any belts. Okay. Yeah. It looks cute though. Thank you.
Jackie Hosmiller came looking for an outfit for a friend's graduation. She knew Plus Brooklyn would be the best last-minute option.
It's so hard, and that was like the stressful thing, because it's like I can't just go shopping where all my other girlfriends go shopping. Like I gotta, you know, really look, and it takes so much time. So this is like a literal lifesaver for so many girls. I already know, because it saved me this weekend. I was freaking out. I was like, I'm literally gonna be wearing shorts and a t-shirt for the whole weekend.
In Williamsburg, Plus Brooklyn is open 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. every day. For 219 West, I'm Demetria Ose-Tutu.
Have you ever been ridiculed for being a fan of something you earnestly enjoy? Francisco Laos introduces us to the furry world and clears up some common misconceptions.
It's called something called furries. If you don't know what furries are, it's where school children dress up as animals, cats or dogs, during the school day. They meow and they bark, and they interact with their school, with the teachers and that in this fashion. And now schools are wanting to put litter boxes in the schools for these children to use.
When Nebraska State Senator Bruce Bosselman took the stand at a live debate, he thought he was taking action. What he was really doing was spreading a baseless rumor.
This is Komos. This is my alter ego. When I go to conventions, I have a fursuit, as you can see. I put it on and I become this guy. And it is so much fun because I can be a completely different person.
The truth of the matter is that furries have a long, rich history that doesn't involve litter boxes in school bathrooms. A fact that Joe Strike, a longtime furry, is all too ready to defend.
I've been hearing that rumor for years and years and years. But the same people now who are trying to sort of, they talk about cancel culture, the right talks about cancel culture, those are the same people who are trying to cancel gay people. They're trying to cancel trans people because they're different from what they consider normal.
Furries are fans of anthropomorphized animal characters in media. Some fans are so dedicated that they create their own characters to inhabit.
I like to describe it as I'm taking a vacation from myself.
Are going to obey me. My hypnotic commands are going out throughout the universe. Soon I will rule everything. I will control the horizontal, the vertical, and the diagonal.
How did I get into the furry community? I would say the furry community, I don't want to be too egotistic, kind of grew up around me. Oh yeah, up here it's I guess the human me and the reptile me, whether that's Komos or the alligator, and the bunny me. So that I say that's like a next suit I'd like to have made, I'd like to commission. In 1988, dating myself a bit here, I got an invitation out of the blue, envelope opened up, and it was an invitation to a furry party at a Philadelphia science fiction convention.
These furry parties have since grown to full-scale conventions that bring together other fans of anthropomorphic animal media from all over the world.
Nobody had to explain what the hell a furry party was, what the hell furry was. I just knew furries were people who really appreciate anthropomorphic animal characters, imaginary animals, cartoon characters, storybook animals. In fact, furry began basically as a gathering of cartoonists, and it just grew and grew and grew. And I watched it grow up around me. I like to say I wasn't there when furry was born, which was probably in like the mid-1980s, animation screenings and the like. But I got in around day 3 compared to what it is nowadays. You see you've got the Looney Tunes characters on the left, on the right you have the Disney characters, and down at the bottom you have people's original characters. That is a very common thing now in the furry community. People will have pins made up of their own characters.
Strike believes a fascination with anthropomorphism is hardwired into our DNA as a species. It's a topic he brings up in Furry Nation, a book he has written that goes into the history of furry culture.
Almost every fur, including myself, which is why I recognized what a furry party was instantly, almost every fur had a previous, already had a fascination in anthropomorphic animals. And when these people found out about this thing called furry fandom, they recognized it just like I did, and they had almost the identical reaction like I did. I'm not the only one.
Reporting for 219 West, I'm Francisco Laos.
And now, meet Joe and Allie, a transgender couple who've had their share of challenges to overcome. Their story might just change your mind about finding true love.
Was that Filipino? What did we get?
Well, first we met in Bryant Park.
Oh yeah, we met in Bryant Park first. Our first thing was in Bryant Park, that's right.
Ali and Joe met in person for the first time 6 years ago after meeting virtually through the site OkCupid. And without knowing at the time, both of them were also about to start presenting as their true selves and go through with gender transitions.
So I tried to transition and it hadn't worked out. It was sort of a rough experience where I was living in California. And so I detransitioned, which was pretty brutal. And so I had moved out to New York with the express purpose of sort of being in a city that was conducive to transitioning. So when we first met, I mean, like I was very honest about my story. I was like, I'm trans and I am going to transition. I'm not like, you know what I mean? Like I'm like it's starting. And then it was like, I didn't start again my first semester at LaGuardia. I waited until the second semester. This has become sort of a recovery ward / gym. It's like, I don't know what it is in here. It's like, I feel like this is the kind of room that can only happen in New York.
I've definitely had a bunch of challenges with the healthcare system, and it's the only place where people are even usually aware that I'm trans, and I've had at least 3 or 4 doctors that refuse to see me even.
They both say they felt a strong connection almost immediately, based on how openly they could reveal themselves.
Ali told me that she was trans, but didn't tell me like whether or not she was transitioning, like what she was transitioning from into.
Oh, which direction?
Like what was happening. I just didn't really care. So it's like I had dated and had married to men before, but I'd also dated women, and I was like, I don't know, whatever. They like mattered more to me who the person is.
Joe came into the relationship as a father of 3, and that would be an exceptional challenge for Ali.
They're currently 24, 21, and 12. So it's easier to integrate families with younger children. It's just like they get used to things faster. So I think with all 3 of them, there was different sort of time periods of acclimation.
Being a stepmom didn't just happen for Ali. She read some guidebooks, put into practice some techniques, and then read some more. Something that Joe says Ali embraced from the very beginning of their relationship and made her all that more special to him.
By now, I think like they all would likely choose Ali over me. So they definitely call her first if they need any help with anything.
Today, they spend their days mostly at home. When they're not working, they're tending to their pet fish and lizard, reading some book, playing the piano, cooking a meal, or debating whether to expand their family some more.
Yeah, I feel like we're just in a different phase. We have a fish, you know.
It's true. We got a fish and a lizard, so that's a lot of work.
It took a coffee at a park and some Korean barbecue to fall in love. Everything after, the weddings, the surgeries, and the challenges have all solidified their connection to one another. They show us that there is no limit when love and pride go hand in hand.
I don't believe in love at first sight at all, but it was exactly love at first sight.
And now something that's bound to get your mouth watering. Smorgasburg is back with a mouthful of international delights.
Where are we? Smorgarsburg? Is that how you say it? Smorgasburg!
It's Smorgarsburg, the largest weekly open-air food market in America, and it all began in 2011. Smorgarsburg originally began as a spin-off of Brooklyn Flea, a smaller version of what the food market is today, and it was eventually dubbed the Woodstock of Eating by the New York Times. Smorgasburg has launched dozens of small businesses like Jamaican tacos.
Oh my gosh, being a part of Smorgasburg is a game changer. I tell people all the time, you get to honestly get into a market that you would probably never have access to. You get to share your food with all different kind of people. And then on top of this, an established brand that can only grow your brand even further.
And Paper Plate, a place dedicated to giving you the best tasting burgers with flavors combined from both the East and West Coast.
So Smorgasburg is a great way for companies like us to really take off and sort of launch. We have access to so many people coming through Smorgasburg that they really get to see our product. So this is just the beginning for us, and we hope to be able to grow from here.
Some of the eateries also featured at Smorgasburg include Red Hook Lobster, Bao Tea House, and Bona Bona Ice Cream. Smorgasburg runs from April until October, taking place at the World Trade Center on Fridays, Jersey City on Saturdays, and Prospect Park on Sundays. And Williamsburg will soon be added to that list coming in June. So whether you're in the mood for some unique tacos,
I got the Jamaican chicken taco, and I also got the chopped cheese taco.
Or ice cream with toasted marshmallow on top, Smorgasburg is the place to be.
Cheers to Smorgasburg. Come again.
That was a tough assignment. What was your favorite treat?
My favorite was the jerk chicken dinner with the coconut rice, beans, and sweet plantains.
Lucky you. That's it for this edition of 219 West. Thanks for watching. I'm Daniel Santiago.
And I'm Yvette Brown. See you next time.